of sharing, right? You can be sharing not very efficiently, you could be doing a lot of harm and interference, and that's not necessarily coexistence. So coexistence is basically you are sharing and you are able to function, the application is able to function the way it should. Homogeneous, heterogeneous, right? So we go from homogeneous sharing, which is basically what a wireless system is designed to do, right? We all share the same somehow. But then when we talk about heterogeneous, we're mixing, Wi-Fi, cellular, we're mixing, multi-bands, then becomes heterogeneous. It's a little bit more difficult because we're not necessarily looking for the same things. We have now across multiple bands, low, high, mid-band. We're going from licensed to unlicensed. Typically we think spectrum sharing must be unlicensed, right? But not necessarily so. Actually, I was in a panel with some economists last month, and they were basically taking issue when I said exclusive use of the spectrum is licensed. They said, no, we're sharing it differently. We're managing the spectrum, The operator has the spectrum and they're sharing it with their users. And that's the form of sharing, right? So it depends on which community you talk to and what they have defined as their frame of mind. Then you have, of course, coordinated versus uncoordinated. You have something where it's a central database, similar to the spectrum access systems that was developed for the CBRS band, or uncoordinated, completely distributed, where basically devices check the spectrum and then use it in some fashion. And then, of course, you have everybody's competing for the same thing, or no, you're going to have different tiers or different priorities, where you have folks have, incumbents, for example, could be allowed to use the spectrum whenever they need it. Everybody else has to back off or not use it, etc. And then we have collaborative and cognitive.